Hello, all my foodies out there. Today we are making our second recipe from Baking Yesteryear from by B. Dylan Hollis. It is a cornflake macaroon. Once again, seems like another really simple recipe. It uses egg whites, and I do have some salt in here as per the instructions on the recipe. Cornflakes, coconut. It does call for unsweetened coconut, but I am using sweetened coconut because that is what I had on hand, and some sugar and vanilla. So I am very excited to try this. It sounds really interesting. Um, I've never had cornflake macaroons before. All right, so I have my egg whites beat. The egg white, salt, and the vanilla all beaten together. So now I'm going to add the sugar, and we're going to stir this up. I'm going to fold in the sugar with the egg whites. Okay, so I have the sugar all folded into the egg whites, and now we are going to add the cornflakes and the coconuts and get that all mixed in together here. As soon as I have that mixed up together, I will be back with you. Okay, so I do have all of that mixed in. Let me get this on my cookie sheet and into the oven as soon as my oven is preheated because I did forget to do that this morning. And I will be back with you in just another moment. All right, so my first batch of the cornflake macaroons are done out of the oven. I do have them on a plate, so I could put the remaining cookie batter on my cookie sheet and get that into the oven right away. I know I could have used another cookie sheet, but I was being a little lazy and didn't want to dig out my other cookie sheet, so I just reused the same one again. They were still warm when I took them off the cookie sheets, and because of that, they were a little hard to get off of my cookie sheet and seemed a little sticky.
Okay, so I did try the cookies. They were really good, still a little sticky, but they did have a good flavor to them. Once again, a very sweet cookie. You could taste both the coconut and the cornflakes, which I did really like. Um, they were a super easy cookie to make, and I feel like they did turn out really well. However, I did not care much for the stickiness of them. Maybe they will be better after they're completely cool. They were still a little bit warm when I tried them. Um, they were just a little bit too sticky for me. Almost, I don't know, just sticky. But they did have a good flavor. Um, I would make them again. I just, for me, I feel like I need to be careful when I eat them because they are a stickier cookie. But I don't know if that is because it was still warm when I tried it and if it'll be better after they're completely cool. Um, like I said, they were a little hard to get off of my cookie sheets. Um, and I do feel like that was in big part because they were still warm when I tried taking them off my cookie sheet because, like I said, I was being lazy and didn't want to get out a second cookie sheet to finish up my cookie batter. So next week I will be back with a another recipe from Baking Yesteryear. It will be our third recipe from the book. We are still be continuing with recipes from the 1900s. It will be the food of the gods. Until then, good times, good